Hello in Here is a movie directed by Casey McAdams and starring China Walker as Kara. Sorry if I got the name wrong. It's a movie set during pandemic, and so for the sake of clarity, I did a review swap with the director of this, Casey. He reviewed Bubba Batchin, my debut movie, and I reviewed this. And actually, it's come quite interesting that we did that, because this, in a lot of ways, is the movie I wanted to make with Bubba Batchin. Because this is actually really good, and it's very ambiguous and very disturbing, and Jen Walker is an excellent actress. She's so much better than I was in Bubba Batchin. But it deals with similar themes of the pandemic and isolation, but this just is better. It's really, really good. I had a great time watching it. I found the ambiguity is one of my favourite parts of it, because it does get pretty goddamn weird, but never beats you over the head with oh, this is what it is, or this what it is, this what it is. It's just more like, you can go the route of the isolation, you can go the route of some of the more fantastical elements, but you can also go wherever route you want to go, and that's what cinema should be when you're dealing with horror stuff. It should be a case of, what do you want it to be? That's what it is, and it's good. And it has a lot of vibes of The Witch too, some of the layouts of shots, some of the compositions, some of the nature of it, and I really like the repetition of the movie. There's a lot of repeated things like the coffee machine, the phone calls she makes, her daily routines, because it creates this sense of reputting that mindset. Because we are pretty far from the start of the pandemic now. It's been 4 years, and I remember it pretty vividly, but some people might be like, oh, it's starting to slip. That's pretty much what it was like. It's very accurate to that sense of it. And it's also good because it's not a quote-unquote COVID movie, but it is a movie which takes the themes of that period, if that makes any sense. And that's what I like, because movies dealing specifically with COVID, I don't really care for those, but I like the idea of using that sort of general vibe as a backdrop. And again, this is much better than what I made. Sunday mornings. Yeah, it's a good movie. It's a very, very good movie. Glad I watched it. I thought the ending was fantastic. I thought her slowly descending mental state was very well portrayed. This actress is fantastic, and I definitely recommend it. So Casey called my movie a fever dream. This is it's kind of nicely done in the way that it amps up gradually, and it creates, with that sense of repetition in space, it creates a real sense of normalcy. So it's harder when stuff happens and we're seeing this poor woman go through heck. And it's definitely a one-woman show. I mean, she carries the entire movie with a really, really good performance. It can't be an easy role to do, but she's great. She's very much pushes things as far as they can go, and the team of her and director is brilliant. So yeah, definitely go see this. It's a very, very, very good horror movie, and it's recommended. What would I give it out of 10? 8. I'd give it an 8 out of 10. So definitely go catch it if you can. So, I have seen Horizon. I saw it yesterday. And Horizon is, wow, it's brilliant. It's a brilliant, brilliant movie. I'm not even should go there. I know some reviews online said, oh, the politics of it are skeptical, and, this and that. And yeah, for a fair bit of the movie, it is a case of, where are we going with this? What's happening? What politics are you doing? And then it hits a point where there's a scene, and essentially, so I'm not going to spoil you guys, but the basic gist of it is that you have a number of plot lines that have been building up, and really, really building up, and 2 of them correlate and cross over, and the ensuing scene is a masterpiece. It's one of the things I like about cinema. Sometimes you can think, or even wrestling, or even anything really, you can think, where's this going? And then when it gets here, you're like, oh, that's set was for a reason, and man, they knock out the park. This is an all-time tense scene. It goes back to that thing Tarantino's talking about with Once Upon a Time in Mexico, where you need that tension, and this scene is, oh my god, it's amazing, because you know something bad's going to happen, and when it's slowly amped up and amped up and amped up and amped up, and then it resolves, and it's sort of like, oh my god. They could have paused the movie after that, and had 2 month wait for the next one would be chef's kiss. But the whole movie's great, really good acting. I know a lot of people said it's very much like a television show, and I don't agree. I mean, in some ways you can say it is a bit more episodic, and there's parts of it where it not drags, but it takes its leisurely time. But then that's nice. You get so many movies nowadays which are rushed, and they don't really give actors anything to work with, and they're bashed through. There's nothing wrong with a short movie, by the way. Quiet Place Day 1 was very short and very concise and very good. This is going for an epic feel, and it nails it. I mean, the performances: Costner, Sienna Miller, Ella Hunt, Luke Wilson, Danny Houston. I mean, Sam Worthington is great. I mean, it's just the whole round, the cast is just full of great, like, actors, not even great actors, just actors being given material to work with and showing that they can be good actors. Like, Sam Worthington was bloody awful in The Exorcism I saw the other week, but I don't think that's his fault. I think that's a bloody awful movie. It's really bad, by the way. Yeah, so I really liked Horizon. I thought it was great, and I came out and I was like, wow. Between this and Kinds of Kindness, I was like, cinema is kicking ass at the moment. What a goddamn month. You know, I mean, Kinds of Kindness and Horizon back to back over consecutive days. You rarely get one movie like a month, but get two for after The Quiet Place. I mean, dear God. So definitely see Horizon, and I hope you've enjoyed seeing this crop poster of Kevin Costner with what looks like his hand down his pants. That's not the vibe the actual poster's giving, but it's the vibe whereby I don't really, so, anyway, Horizon, I'm going to say I need to rewatch it to formalize, but my initial response is 10 out of 10, so definitely go see it.